folks, it's a box from Hobby King, and this is a Durafly product. As you can see, I had to go over onto the Hobby King site and take a look, but in my defence I have taken two of my older aircraft, both Hobby King actually, the Bixler 2 and Bixler 3. They've gone to the shop up into the second-hand attic and they're up for sale. Interestingly enough, I've still got the Arrows T33 up there waiting to be sold. And I've also got, which is quite a surprise, the Horizon Hobby Twin Otter with floats. Comes with the receiver, everything. It's got safe, AS3X, all that stuff in it. And I won't go into what the price is, but it is, no, I will tell you what the price is. It's 150 quid. Now, 150 quid for a Horizon Hobby Twin Otter with everything there, including the floats, is a great value. But if you're interested in a Twin Otter and you're in the UK, get in touch with Inwards Models and they will sort you out with a Twin Otter. You can say Martin sent you and they won't give you anything. Let's crack this open and see what we got inside. What's in that shipping box? Well, it's an Excalibur V2. Now the V2 is not new. The V2 came out 2-3 years ago. So they had the Excalibur V1. That was 6-7 years ago. They then bought the V2 out, which was about 2-3 years ago. They ran out of those and then they re-released it. It's still just the V2 one. What is it? Well, it is a V-tail. They call it a hotliner. Slope soarer. I'll be using it as a hotliner. It's an electric, I'd say glider, but it's not really a glider. It's just a high performance 1.6 meter wingspan. It's sleek, that's what it is, with the V-tail, of course. Being Hobby King, it's pretty plain packaging. That's all you get. Let's take a zoom down on the features. Well, I'm not going to read them out, but I'll just leave that there for a while and you can have a good read yourself. You've got the features on the left there and the specifications over on the right. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get this box open and see what we got inside. Well, there we are. It's very well packed. It really is. I think on this one I've got enough room. I'll move that box just to one side, keep it on camera, and we'll take the bits out and take a look at them, because they're not, I don't think they're in individual bags. I'll swing it around so all the bits are at this end and we'll get into it. Take a look at what we've got. Here's bag number one. This is a very flimsy nose cone. This is only used if you're going to be doing slope soaring. This is a V-tail joining plate. It's the top plate. So this goes down over your servos because it's got the servo shaped holes. You then put the horns on and then connect up. It has 3 screws going through the top that screw into something, I don't know what yet. But also on the back of it, it's got these 4 lugs, and those lugs engage with a plate on the underside and 4 screws come up and that locks in your V-tail. So there's those 2. Look at that. That's your prop. Now it looks plastic, but they say it's a carbon prop. But we'll find out. And it is a 13x8, so it's quite a long prop for the size of the aircraft. This is aluminium, and it's also got the S shape, so the prop blades are not quite the same height. Don't know if you can see that. One's higher than the other as it rotates. We then got the horns, 2 horns here. I think they're for the elevators. Then we got this bag, another goodie bag. It's got 4 push rods with ball links on them. It's got the locks, and the locks They do exactly that. They lock the L shape of the push rod into the servo arm. And there's a few screws in there as well. You can see those. I'm not sure what they're for yet. And we also have a bag here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. And these all look as though they're hex driven and not crossheads. Here we have 2 spars, and they are solid. They're not hollow. These are solid spars. One's longer than the other. Same diameter. Here's your quick setup guide. I think it gives you everything you need to see. You've got your elevator and rudder and aileron settings. Got the recommended battery. CG is shown, 20mm from the leading edge at the root. And also you've got a quick scan code here so you can get the manual. I've already downloaded the manual for this. Let's look at a wing, shall we? Okay, it's quite a rigid wing. It's not blemish free by any means. Don't know if you can see that. It's got, you can see, I think they used a little bit too much heat here where they put the spars in. You see it along here. And this one here comes up to about there. I mean, it's rock solid. It's like a board. So there's no issue there. In fact, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the wing that's on the Swift. Let's look at this business end of it. So you've got, it's a square spar, but it's got a circular hole in it. That's obviously for one of the spars. These other 2 are both square, so I don't know what that's about. They look metal. The tips are definitely metal. And here's a tiny little triangular plug when you plug the wings in. Screw points, plastic areas here with screw points, and they've got brass inlays in the screw points. It's very nice. Let's look on the other side. A bit of a moulding hole, but that doesn't matter. Apart from that, it's all very smooth. You've got your aileron, which is stiff as hell, so that needs work. Don't forget to work these because they're all foam hinges. And again here you can see that the moulding is not perfect when they put the spar in. Along there. Servo already installed. Doesn't look as though the arm's centered though, but that doesn't matter. And you've got a lovely brass ball link here. And this is definitely metal. You can see it shining. So this has got some sort of metal spars running through it. Box spars at that. Skid on the end. Yeah, nice. Nice wing. It's a bit blotchy. I think someone's got glue all over it here. But it's okay, it's good. And I get 2 of those for my money. This one looks a bit nicer because the Excalibur V2 sticker is covering up a lot of the work. Nice colours. Exactly the same concept. Got a spar here going into a square. It's a circular hole, but it's in a square spar itself. These 2 are both square and they're metal. And here's a tiny little 3-pin connector. Triangular. It's your screw mounts. You're screwing into brass. Stickers covering up the wiring and the spar at the back, but not the spar at the front. It's got a spar here as well that goes down. It is solid. I mean, I'm applying force to that and it's not moving at all. That's a solid wing. Yeah, the hinges do need work. They look laminated. They've got something glossy down there. They could well be laminated, which is excellent. Servo, doesn't look as though it's branded. Horn, servo arm, sorry, and the horn with a ball link on the top setting. Very nice. I'm liking this. Here's one of your V-tails. Servo already installed. This is something that sticks out a mile, and they are all metal gear servos. That was part of the V2 upgrade. Oh yeah, these are stiff. Now these act as your rudder and your elevators. This has a hinge in it. A single hinge right at the end here. How strange. The rest is all foam. 3 spars, three spars running through there. And again, it is rock solid. This is beautifully smooth. Beautifully smooth. So that's one of the V-tails. And this is the other one. And I'm thinking they might go something like that. Yeah. Let's put that over there. You do have to work these though, they are stiff. Yeah, and this has got a hinge in it as well. So what I haven't found is the bottom plate. Got the top plate, but there's no bottom plate. So let's put that over there and see if we can find one. Well, yes, I see. The bottom plate is part of the fuselage. So let's get this out. Oh, wow! Now that is cool. That's heavy as well. It's like a javelin. This is very nice. Alright, let's start. What I hadn't realised is that this top piece on this is like a fin. Here's the motor mount. Screws in from the front. Obviously a prop goes on over there. This is all plastic nose. It's got air intakes underneath here and on the sides to take the air in. This is plastic here as well to protect it. This is obviously where the air comes out. So it's a very short piece at the front, and it's got air vents here as well, here and here on both sides. They're the holes for your spars, one there and one there. And there's the male part of that triangular plug that you plug in, and you screw in from the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an all plastic piece at the top. Molded. The moulding's beautiful. It's so smooth. Lovely decal on that sticker. Excalibur V2. It's got Excalibur V2 there. This is your tail piece. This is the bottom part of that V. So 3 screws from the top. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 screws coming up underneath, which will hold all that section in place. And there are your connectors for your left and right servos. That's all one piece. Got a bit of a skid at the back as well. It's very rigid, very solid. Let's take a look under this black piece. Apparently you turn that and then it should lift off. but it isn't. Let me, yes it is. Okay, black plastic canopy. And what have you got on here? A whacking stonking motor in there. It's very nice. XT60, which I like. Got your connectors here for your right stab, throttle, left stab, and this is a Y lead for your ailerons. Quite a big tray, got a big chunky strap, and I think you just shove your receiver in the back there. I'll be using 410, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. I'll be using an AR410 in it, 4-channel receiver. It takes a 4S 2200. Really nice to hold. I'll tell you, it's really nice to hold. I think it could be a bit tight in there once you get everything in. But I do like this. What's here? I mean, it looks as though it's going fast just by holding it. That is cool. Very cool indeed. It's something, if you haven't noticed, as I said, it's not new, but the wing, although on the drawing it looks level, but you can see if you follow the line through, the wing actually tips forward, it sweeps forward. And I think it just looks a fantastic flying machine. It will replace my Bixlers, so I can just take it up to the field, power it up and give it a good old toss into the sky and fly it around. This is going to be built quite quickly, and it's going to be maidened quite quickly. So I hope you enjoyed that unboxing. Leave me any questions in the comments, or just leave me any comments. It doesn't have to be questions. So thanks for watching, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to you coming and joining me soon on another video. Cheers.